Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. This is episode 359, as well as day 359 of my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days in a row, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I also challenged myself to run 1,500 miles within this time frame, and to run two major races as well within this yearly time frame, on top of a couple other challenges throughout this year. But those two big mile races that I challenged myself to this year. One of them was a 50K ultra marathon trail race that was on day 156 of my running journey. I was able to finish that 31-mile race within 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 22 seconds. That was the Yankee Springs 50K trail race out in Middleville, Michigan. Was very excited about that time. It was a personal record for me, being the longest race I've ever ran. Uh, Before that, I had ran a marathon, but it was a personal marathon, not officially timed one, anything like that. It was me and my buddy had ran a marathon together in 2020 at a very slow pace. But this year, the other race that I actually challenged myself to was a marathon, and that was on day 290 of my journey, and I was able to run that marathon within 3 hours, 57 minutes, and 28 seconds, which was a personal record for me, being my first official marathon, um, and just being a personal record for me in general because the unofficial marathon I ran in 2020 was in the 5 hours and 22 minutes, I believe, range. So this one I broke sub 4, which I was really excited about. And again, that was on day 290 of my journey. And that was the Detroit Free Press Marathon. Um, so I have that personal record as well as the 50K personal record this year. So both those races have been finished. Um, and we can break down the mileage for the day today, day 359. We are almost closed out that challenge as well of running 365 days in a row. We are 6 days away from that. So today's day 359. Got out there and put in 1.6 miles for the day. Ran home from Christmas at the parents, and that put me at 18.2 miles for the week, which put me at 85.1 miles for the month, which put me at 1,660.4 miles for the year. So we have surpassed the 1,500 mile mark that I had set for myself for the yearly goal, which was originally 1,250. Clearly, we surpassed that as well. I realized we are going to surpass that. I realized it right around halfway through the year. I realized that we were going to surpass it a lot earlier than I had expected, so we bumped it to 1,500 miles, and clearly have surpassed that as well. Now we're just seeing where we're going to end up. I'm trying to kind of shoot right around 1,700, but we will see where the official mileage is when we finish the year out this year. So let's quickly, though, focus in on these monthly miles of 85.1, and I want to do so because every single month I challenge myself to run a 100-mile challenge, and I do so in honor of a charity in which I donate money to, as well as start a coinciding fundraiser to try to raise money and awareness for throughout that month. So for the first 11 months, I was able to run each 100-mile challenge, and I was able to raise money for 11 great charities. Now we're here within the 12th month, the month of December, and we're raising money for yet another great charity. That charity being St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So if you would like to donate to St. Jude's Children's Hospital, you can find the link to do so on the Defining Discipline Instagram story or the Defining Discipline Facebook story. or my personal page's Instagram story, or my personal page's Facebook story. Within either of those stories, you can click on the link within it, and it'll open up the actual Facebook page where you can make your donations and or click on that share button to help try to raise awareness for this cause. Keep in mind that all donations that do get made to this cause, every single penny, every percentage of your donation goes directly to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. It goes to the cause. Facebook is not taking or keeping any percentage or portion of your donations. A lot of companies that agree to do these charities through their company, they sometimes take a portion, if it's 2% or 1% of all donations, and they get to keep it for themselves. Facebook has made the agreement that every penny that gets donated to these donations or to these causes throughout the year or whatever. I don't know if it's an all-time thing, but for sure the year they've followed through with it all year. Every penny goes directly to the cause, and they're not taking any percentage. And this month is a great cause, St. Jude's Children's Hospital. So if you guys can get your donations in, that would be very well appreciated. And if not, the next best thing you can do is as well click on that share button. Let's help raise awareness for this cause throughout this month of December as we're closing out the year here strong. Other than that, we don't have to babble on too much longer. I don't want to keep you too much long. I don't want to keep you too long here on Christmas Day. It is Christmas Day. So let's get into today's episode, and we're going to keep it short. But as always, right before we get into today's episode, we got to talk about the word of the day, which is jubilate. And jubilate means to feel joy or great delight. It is the old-fashioned synonym of rejoice that still brings a smile to those who encounter it. Jubilate is today's word of the day for December 25th, 2021. Now let's get into today's actual episode. We're going to keep it short. We're going to keep it sweet. We're going to keep it simple. In today's episode for day 359, it is Christmas Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Merry Christmas. Today's theme is exactly that. It is Christmas. It was such a great day to be able to see the family. It is my first Christmas with my daughter, which was an amazing feeling in and of itself. Getting to watch her open her presents and just have a good time and get to spend some time with the family as well on Christmas with her and make those memories, get some video footage of it. Overall, it was just a great Christmas. Got a lot of cool stuff. 90% of it, when I say cool stuff, is running gear, like this cool running shirt that's kind of like an Under Armour. It's warm, but it's not too warm, so it's kind of almost like a fall, spring. I could still wear it in the winter for a layer. It's really nice, actually. It has a nice pocket on the back. Got a lot of cool, again, running gear. Was really stoked about it. Got some new sweats because a lot of my running sweats and stuff like that have just been beaten up, and I only wear like the same 4 pair. If you've been looking and following along with the videos and the pictures. So I got a lot of cool sweats. Got some Nike gear. Got a new Nike hoodie, which I actually wore today. You could see in today's photos. But switched out to this, which I also got today, just because that was nice and sweaty after the run back. But in general, Christmas was just awesome. So grateful for today. For the memory bank, and I don't know, just crazy to think about 359 days as well into the year. We're about to close the whole entire year out, about to have ran every day this year, about to put in a lot of work and a lot of time and a lot of effort, and just feeling real grateful and real thankful for everything in my life as of late and as of now, and just unbelievable. So it is Christmas Day, and very excited about um, things to come here. 2022 is right around the corner. We're going to transition this here in a different way going into the new year. Another note on Christmas, I'm very stoked. I did get my wife a lot of running stuff to get her back into the groove of things. So, very excited to get her back running and ready. I know one of her big goals was to run a half marathon. Um, and she's not really looking for anything crazier or bigger than that, which I get and I understand. But if she's anything like me, I think when she hits that half and she gets that feeling of being able to accomplish it, she's gonna want to push herself a little bit farther and harder, and such a great feeling. So hooked her up with a lot of cool running stuff. I hope I hope she was really excited about, and yeah, now we're getting ready to go into the next year and with new goals and new things in mind. Haven't officially signed up for any new races, so I'm not going to mention any ones that I have on the docket, but maybe November 1st, maybe January 1st, 2022, we'll do a quick, when I mean quick, just a straight, that is what the episode was about, is just talking about races that I have signed up for or will be signing up for, and go from there, and we'll figure it out. But as of now, nothing really officially signed up for, but have a lot of things that are really on the docket and in mind. I missed out on a few things that I kind of bummed myself out on. No, I wouldn't have been making Boston, especially with the time I have. But I think I could have maybe possibly ran Chicago, which would have been awesome, but missed the time frame to sign up for that. Wasn't paying attention, so not going to be able to do that one this year. But I have a couple other ones in mind that I want to actually, uh, get down that are, still within the area, not too far, but um, so, and I do want to go back to Detroit. I do know that, so I can say that for sure. I do want to get back into the Detroit Marathon this year, especially if it's going to be international. Now, if they postpone international again this year, I may postpone myself for a following year, but that's all up in the air and we will see. But overall, great time, great Christmas. So, for your daily discipline today, day 359, day 359, it is to have a Merry Christmas. It is to really go out there and enjoy it and pass on the spirit. We could all use more joy and jolly and holly throughout the whole entire year. And even this time of year, I know people can still be very mischievous and very evil and very um, just not very good people. I guess the best thing I can say. Um, so I do know that Christmas time isn't always the best time to have an example of that, but the spirit is there, the idea to give and to really help out others and to make other people happy and to try to be better. I think that spirit is a good spirit to try to carry on along throughout the whole entire year, but Christmas, uh, the time itself, is a special time. So, again, your daily discipline for the day is to have a Merry Christmas. Um, Other than that, thank you guys so much for following along and listening. This is episode 359, day 359 of the Defining Discipline podcast. It is themed Christmas. If you guys can, please give this podcast a like, a subscribe, a follow, a share, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you've been following along and listening on already. I am your host, Scott. Make sure you guys stay disciplined, get your daily discipline done. If you guys can, get your donations in for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, which is December's 100 Mile Challenge charity. And other than that, until tomorrow, peace out. Thanks, guys.